Welcome to Grade 7 Mathematics. In this lesson, we explore perimeter, area, and volume, the three ways we measure the shapes and objects around us. By the end, you'll measure the boundary of a shape, the surface it covers, and the space it fills with confidence. Here is our plan for the lesson. We'll find the perimeter, the distance around a shape. We'll calculate area for rectangles, triangles, and circles. We'll work out the surface area of a solid, then find its volume. And we'll connect that volume with capacity, the amount a container can hold in liters. Before any formulas, let's see clearly what we are measuring. Perimeter answers how far it is around the edge, a length we record in centimeters. Area answers how much surface is covered, counted in squares, the square centimeters. Volume answers how much space is filled, counted in cubes, the cubic centimeters. And capacity tells us how much a container can hold, measured in liters. Keep these four questions in mind, and every formula ahead will make sense. Let's start at the edge of a shape. The perimeter is the total distance all the way around its boundary. To find it, we add the length of every side. This rectangle is 8 centimeters long and 5 centimeters wide. Going around, we add 8 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5. Because the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal, there is a shortcut. Perimeter equals 2 times the sum of the length and the width. That gives 26 centimeters. Notice that perimeter is a length, so we measure it in centimeters, not in squares. Now we move from the boundary to the surface inside it. Area measures how much flat surface a shape covers, counted in squares. For a rectangle, the area is the length times the width. A triangle is exactly half of the rectangle around it, so its area is 1/2 times the base times the height. This triangle has a base of 12 centimeters and a height of 8 centimeters. 1/2 times 12 times 8 is 48. Because area covers a surface, we measure it in square centimeters. Round shapes follow the same idea. The area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. A solid object has surfaces too. The surface area is the total area of all its faces added together. Picture wrapping the box in paper. The surface area is how much paper you would need. A cuboid has 6 flat faces and they come in 3 matching pairs. So the surface area is 2 times the sum of 3 rectangles. Length times width, length times height, and width times height. For a box 5 by 4 by 3, that is 2 times the sum of 20, 15, and 12. The total surface area is 94 square centimeters, still measured in squares because each face is a flat surface. Finally, we measure the space inside a solid. Volume is the amount of space an object fills, counted in cubes. For a cuboid, the volume is the length times the width times the height. Our box is 5 by 4 by 3, so its volume is 5 times 4 times 3, which is 60. Because volume fills space in 3 directions, we measure it in cubic centimeters. Capacity is the partner idea, how much a container can hold. 1,000 cubic centimeters make exactly 1 liter, which links the space inside a container to the liquid it can carry. These measurements guide real choices every day. To fence a plot of land in Nyagatare, the perimeter tells the farmer how many meters of wire to buy. To tile a classroom floor in Kigali, the area tells the builder how many tiles are needed. To paint a wall, the area decides how many liters of paint to mix. And a 20-liter jerry can describes a volume, the capacity of water it can carry from the tap. Boundary, surface, or space, each problem points to the right measure. Before we practice, let's avoid the traps that catch most learners. First, keep perimeter and area apart. Perimeter goes around the edge, while area fills the inside. Second, match the units to the measure, length in centimeters, area in square centimeters, and volume in cubic centimeters. Third, never forget the 1/2 in the triangle formula, because a triangle is half of its surrounding rectangle. And finally, surface area is still an area, so it is measured in squares, not in cubes. Here is a quick summary of the key ideas. Perimeter is the distance around a shape found by adding all the sides. For a rectangle, that is 2 times the sum of length and width. Area measures the surface, length times width for a rectangle, and 1/2 base times height for a triangle. The surface area of a cuboid adds all 6 faces in 3 pairs. Volume is length times width times height, and 1,000 cubic centimeters make 1 liter. Now let's check how much you remember with 3 quick questions. Here is the first question. A rectangle is 9 centimeters long and 4 centimeters wide. What is its perimeter? Add the length and width to get 13, then double it. The perimeter is 26 centimeters. Question 2. Find the area of a triangle with a base of 10 centimeters and a height of 6 centimeters. Multiply the base by the height to get 60, then take 1/2 of it. The area is 30 square centimeters. Last question, and it brings 2 ideas together. A tank measures 20 by 10 by 5 centimeters. What is its volume and how many liters does it hold? Multiply 20 by 10 by 5 to get 1,000 cubic centimeters. Since 1,000 cubic centimeters make 1 liter, the tank holds exactly 1 liter. Wonderful work. You can now find the perimeter, area, surface area, and volume of everyday shapes and objects, and connect volume with the capacity a container can hold. Take a moment to measure something around you and try these formulas. In Module 9, we'll turn to data handling and statistics. I'll see you there.